Today you're going to learn how to make a bird nest box in Tinkercad. Before we start working on that one, I want you to download the file below. And the file below will show you all the dimensions, the instructions, and the design requirements and how to create it. Also, please take note that what we're going to be creating is just a model. That's not the actual dimension of the nest box. The actual box will be so much bigger. So what we're going to be creating is smaller than the actual nest box. I want you to go to Tinkercad. For this one, we need to make sure the dimension is in inch. The dimension in Tinkercad is default at mm. So to change the dimension from mm or from millimeter to inch, you need to select Edit Grid, change the units to inch or inches, and just keep everything default and update the grid. Now I want you to select the box, change the dimension of the box to 2, the width, length will be 2, and the height is 3. You may, if you prefer to use the ruler, you may use the ruler. It's up to you. Okay. The next, you are going to change the shade or the color of the box to something more a natural camouflage color, because you don't want the bird, nest to be very, not to be attractive. We want it to be hidden from the predators. Now we're going to put a square cutout inside the box. To do that one, you're going to use the stripe box, change the dimension to 1.2 by 1.2, and the height will be 2.6. So 2.6, so that you will keep like at least 0.4 thickness on the base of the box. Now, using the cone, I want you to lift the stripe box by 0.4. Okay, it's 4. Change it to 0.4. Now carefully drag the stripe box inside the first box. Switch to the top view. For me, I like switching to orthographic view so that it looks flat. You may or may not remove the ruler if the ruler impedes your vision. Highlight everything, select Align, click the 2 center dot handles, Group, click Home, switch back to perspective view, and inspect if your box looks correct. Now, after that, we're going to put a roof inside the box. Select the roof shape, change it to a more camouflage color, more natural camouflage color. Change the dimension to 4 by 4, and the height will be 0.5. It's already at 0.5 or 1/2. Now, using the cone shape, lift the roof at 3 inches high, because this first box is exactly at 3. Carefully drag it on top of the box. Switch to, you can either switch to top or bottom view, but this time I'm going to use bottom view. I'm going to switch to orthographic view. Select all, click Align, click the 2 center dot handles, and notice that this one is already grayed because it's already centered. And I accidentally unselect everything. Make sure everything is selected before you select Group. Click Home. I'm going to switch back to perspective view, inspect your drawing. So they're all in one group because they all move at the same time. So it looks correct. Then you can start working on the hole inside here in the front view. So to create a hole inside the bird box, select the cylinder, change the dimension to 0.4 by 0.4, change the height to 4, switch to or move to the right side view. Now carefully rotate the cylinder. Now when you're rotating, make sure you are clicking the arc arrows here, but not the cone. So click one of the arc arrows and there will be a number that would show up that tells you how many degrees you want to do it. You may also like just manually type it here. It will do it. So rotate it at 90-degree angles. 90-degree angle. Switch back to home view. Now use the cone shape. Lift it up at exactly 2.4. Now if it's hard for you to see how high is it, I'd suggest to put a ruler, because if you put a ruler, it will be at green. Okay, the color will be green. So I'm going to put it at 2.04. Okay, drag it inside the box. You may not close the ruler. It can impede your vision. Like I said, inspect it, see, make sure it's inside. And it doesn't have to be perfectly centered because we can align it later. So switch to the bottom view, which I prefer bottom view for this drawing. Select all, align, click the center dot handle. So right now it doesn't look centered, but because it's a 1-point perspective view, I'm going to switch it back to orthographic so you can actually, appreciate it. It's centered. Make sure everything is selected again. Let me check. And group them. So once it's grouped, click home. You notice that the the cylinder changed to a hole. Switch back to 1-point perspective if that's what you prefer. Inspect. If the drawing looks good, okay, if it's correct, go ahead and submit it and make sure you change the file name to last name, first name, bird nest box, and you're going to submit it to me. Again, before you even start sketching, do not forget to make sure that you edit the grid and it is in inches, okay? Because your drawing would be very, very small if you did not switch it to inch. So once everything looks correct, I want you to click send to, scroll down, select invite people, copy the link, and the copied link, you're going to use it to submit. So answer assignment and paste it here. So, and submit it to me. So thank you for watching and I hope you learned something from this video. Bye-bye.